Israel to begin 4-hour pauses in northern Gaza. White House Washington on November 9, Reuters. Israel will begin daily 4-hour pauses in the northern Gaza Strip on Thursday to enable Palestinians to flee hostilities in the coastal enclave, the White House said in what it called a step in the right direction. White House spokesman John Kirby announced the pauses and the opening of 2 humanitarian corridors in northern Gaza to allow Palestinians to seek safety from Israel's military operations. President Joe Biden told reporters as he left the White House he had sought a longer pause than 3 days. Asked if he was frustrated with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Biden said, "It's taken a little longer than I hoped." The pauses emerged from discussions between U.S. and Israeli officials in recent days, including talks Biden had with Netanyahu, Kirby said. Time equals 400 ms. greater than. We understand that Israel will begin to implement 4-hour pauses in areas of northern Gaza each day, with an announcement to be made 3 hours beforehand, Kirby told reporters. The pauses would allow people to get out of harm's way and for deliveries of humanitarian aid and could be used as a way to get hostages out of Gaza. Palestinian Hamas gunmen killed 1,400 people and took 240 hostage during an October 7 incursion into Israel, Israel has said. Israel has responded with an air bombardment and ground invasion seeking to oust the Islamist group from Gaza. Palestinian officials said 10,812 Gaza residents had been killed as of Thursday. In Doha on Thursday, the CIA and Mossad chiefs met with the Qatari Prime Minister to discuss the parameters of a deal for hostage releases and a pause in Hamas-Israel fighting in the Gaza Strip, a source briefed on the meeting told Reuters. The outcome of the talks was unclear. Time equals 400 ms. greater than. The armed wing of the Palestinian group Islamic Jihad in Gaza is prepared to release 2 Israeli hostages, a woman and a boy, for humanitarian and medical reasons once appropriate measures are met, a spokesperson for the Al-Quds Brigade said in a recorded message on Thursday. Kirby said the pauses could help with transitions for any hostage release, as well as for humanitarian purposes. We've been told by the Israelis that there will be no military operations in these areas over the duration of the pause, and that this process is starting today, Kirby said. He called the news a step in the right direction. We think these are significant first steps here and obviously we want to see them continued for as long as they are needed, he added. Kirby said a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas militants is not in order because it would help Hamas and legitimize what they did on October 7 and we simply are not going to stand for that at this time. Israel is also opening 2 humanitarian corridors in northern Gaza, Kirby said. The first has been opened for a few hours for several days, allowing thousands of people to reach safer areas in the south, he said. The second corridor, along a coastal road, will allow more people to reach safer areas in the south. The United States wants to see more trucks carrying humanitarian aid get into Gaza, aiming for 150 trucks a day, Kirby said. We need to see more soon, he said.